So, excuse the mess. This is some stuff I had drawn up from earlier in the week, um, in anticipation of a move lower. Look, you see, we've got this long-term trend in play, um, and we've moved aggressively away from that. So we've come in, we've moved well away from that dominant bull trend line. So what I like to see is the trend come back into sort of an equilibrium, if you like, of the trend line for a retest. And let's move some of this junk out of the way. It's now relevant. Um, so I believe it was yesterday I was calling for it to come lower, and it's trickled up higher. So it's popped up higher, probably dragging breakout traders along with it. And therefore, I think we're now that's the fuel to come in um, lower. So I think we're gonna start coming in. We can draw a trend line now. Trying to join the dots as much as possible, like that, I guess. So that's been breached. Be better looked upon from a lower time frame. So, excuse the dogs barking in the background. I have six of them. Okay, right. So we've come in. Where would be that would be so you've got all that volume up there that's being trapped, and we're moving aggressively away. The next point of interest is over here as support. So turn that green for support, and then over here, and so on. So we're on our way to testing this trend line here, which was tested aggressively there, but moved up even more aggressively, which led to all of that upside. So that will become a critical area of support. Um, should do anyway in theory. So what I'm expecting is the correction to come in. I mean, it may be short-lived into here, so we can come down. Let's get rid of that. So we're coming down towards support. I'll change the color of this in a second. We may get a bounce from up here, relieving some of the longs, and then you'll have longs exiting their positions because they're relieved that, well, they're out of the money now, they're breaking even. They're just relieved to break even, so they'll be selling out of their longs, which could add fuel for a retest of this support and trend line. I'm putting the focus then on this down here as a target area. That could be the state of play, potentially. Now, bearing in mind we've got the Federal Reserve, so we might be seeing. I mean, it could, coming up to weekend, end of the week, profit taking, deloading ahead of the Fed. I would argue the thesis would be is bearish, therefore, and even you've got that sort of head and shoulders scenario as well. So